Welcome to the RPG Blender, where we give lesser played games or forgotten settings the roll the dice they deserve. I'm your host, Game Master George, thrilled to welcome you to the next chapter in our adventure. Adramalihk has found himself before his deathly patron, the Mask of Winter. What service will he demand? Find out as we explore a new land of power and ancient secrets in Exalted. Master's Order.
My eyes towards the horizon, or lack thereof, the complete pitch blackness in front of me as I sally forth into the unknown.
As you sally forth into the blackness of death.
Yes.
Eventually, you do spot in front of you just a small figure which seems to be approaching rapidly. As it draws nearer, you can see that it's of course not moving, and it is a form that you recognize, that of your recently remembered patron, the Mask of Winter.
Well, shit.
As the horse gallops straight at this towering figure, 7 feet tall, wrapped in undulating black robes, with dark, heavy plate underneath, and 2 masks on his head, or rather, a helmet with 2 masks. The one looking forward right now, one of sublime beauty, a beauteous face. As the horse brings you forward and eventually stops in front of the Mask of Winters.
Well, hello there. I thought of you, and here you are. Most incredible. What is it you have summoned me here for?
You have a challenge ahead of you. Are you aware of what is in the city?
No. In fact, that is what my friends are currently venturing to do. We intend to meet with this barbarous horde and negotiate, find out what they're after. We don't know what of value is within the city. That's our mission at the moment. I was riding out to meet with them when Blood Oats here brought me to you.
Those children in the woods are nothing. Nothing to us.
But of course, our power goes beyond that. Our destiny is far greater than the conquest of some city.
But there is one within the city, is not.
Who?
I do not know, but I know that there is an agent of destruction in that city. It is destruction that we must prevent.
You seek to prevent this. Are you not an agent of death? Why do you seek to save Netrara?
Everything is a game. Everything is played pawns on a board toward our eventual goal. I cannot let another pawn succeed. It must be my own that capture the prize.
I see. And what would you have me do?
I would have you find this agent. Dispose them.
Remove them. Prevent the destruction of the city. That sounds like a win for me. Sounds like a win for the city. I'd be most happy to. Is there any information you could give to me to point me in the right direction? I know your vision must be clouded and protected by the Immaculate Order in the city, but is there some guidance of some kind you can offer me?
I know only there is a place to be impacted soon. I feel the stirrings of death within this place. Perhaps you can get there in time to witness the event, or perhaps it will be done and you will simply need to follow the clues from there.
Very well. Then I will head back with haste.
Good. Do you have any questions for me?
Nothing more than to thank you. You've given me this second chance at life and these powers that have pushed me beyond my wildest dreams. Is there any other way I can master this darkness and harness it in more powerful ways?
He looks at you.
What sort of power do you seek?
The power to disappear completely from my enemies, to destroy them in a blink of an eye without them ever noticing.
I can teach you. I can teach you the ways of war. I can teach you the ways of necromancy, as well as the ability to create beings of death. I can teach you to command the shadows, to strike them against your enemies, or to control them through their power.
Oh, I like the sound of that. This shadow strength, can I draw on it wherever there are shadows, or is it limited?
You will have no need for the shadows of creation. You will be a shadow.
Oh, I really like the sound of that. Thank you,
Then
my patron.
Complete this task, and you shall be rewarded.
Come, Blood Oats. Back to Netrara. Oh,
Blood Oats wheels around with a mighty whinny, and as he does, you see the Mask of Winters turn away from you, and you see the back mask, the horrifying demonic visage, pure terror, as you rush away back to the city of Nachara.
hey. Now, Uber, he said there would be some form of cataclysmic event that would reveal the agent of destruction in some way. And given what my dear cousin was saying, it appears that the Immaculate Order is also on the lookout for this individual. We must tread cautiously. I agree. Very well said. Well said, Uber.
Okay. Before long, well, actually, it feels like it's very long, as it is running through pitch darkness with nothing but your thoughts to keep you company, which
And
I
Uber.
imagine race a mile a minute. And Uba, of course.
Yes.
But eventually you do emerge back into the light of creation. Or, well, it would be the light of creation, were it not now the dark of
Nighttime.
night.
Hmm.
Blood Oats,
All right.
as Blood Oats emerges from the earth, begins to run back toward the city. The city's gates are now shut.
Well, crap. I should have foreseen this. I don't recall if there was a way in by the port. George?
Previously, when you had returned to the city, there had been guards stationed outside, which were able to let you in.
Right.
However, this time, there are not.
No guards. Well, that makes sense. They're probably looking through the city at the behest of the Immaculate Order, or the cataclysmic event is already occurring inside. Yeah, I'm gonna try and scale this this wall and say, meet me on the other side, Blood Oats, and I'll try and just start scaling it. I've had fun scaling things with this character. I climbed a volcano. I mean, this is child's play.
Yep. All right. You'll give me your strength athletics to climb that wall.
Okay, strength athletics. Da-da-da, da-da-da. So yeah, I kind of do one of those epic Mario dismounting Yoshi things where it's like I jump off of Blood Oats immediately, like going towards the rock, and he I assume flies straight through the solid material of the wall, and I just go straight on. As soon as I hit it, I have to go, and I keep going because if I stop for a second, I know my muscles are going to start cramping or giving out. So I'm just like flying up the wall as fast as I can, using my tail as well, or not my tail, sorry, my hand-like feet to grapple the rocks underneath me. All four of my appendages moving in harmony to scale this as I roll
You can have
my
2 dots, son,
8 dice.
and maybe one day you'll go out into the wild and can get that tail.
Yeah, maybe one day. Oh God! Oh man, that was real bad. Okay, that's a 4. Okay.
Okay, you begin trying to scale this wall. However, it's obviously not meant to be climbed, because if it was, it would be a really, really
Shitty
bad city wall.
Yeah.
You get nearly to the top when you are unable to find another handhold, and you begin sliding back down.
Shit. I'm going to, still holding on with my 2 primary hands, I'm going to reach into my sheath and draw my dagger with my right foot, and I'm going to drive it into the wall as best as I can. I understand this is a stone wall and a metal dagger, but I'm going to try and find perhaps because I already climbed past this section, wherever I found purchase before, I'm going to drive it in there as hard as I can, because I know there must be some stress or some weakness. I just need it to be in enough that I have some small ledge that I can maybe push off of to get me that extra little boost. So
Okay.
that's what I'm going to try and do.
So this is going to be another strength athletics, but I need to see, because this is going to be a feat of strength.
Hmm.
So let's see, feats of strength. So let's see. So you're attempting to stab a dagger into a stone wall.
Yes.
You're not trying to slowly bash through a brick wall. That's not quite what you're trying to do. Just looking for a good.
No, I'm just trying to get it in enough that I can have some leverage and push off of it and jump to clear me that extra distance to get on top.
Okay. All right. What is your strength?
3.
Your strength is 3.
Unless I leveled up from last session. Hey, I get a level up.
You can level up whenever you like, as long
All right,
as
it's
you're training
XP,
time.
right? Oh,
Yep.
I have not. So how much XP do I get per session? I didn't have from last time.
You get 10 XP per session, plus 5 per completed adventure, of which you have completed 2.
Okay. I'm at 106 currently, so I don't.
You have to spend them though with training time, remember?
Right. I can't just do it in the moment. Yeah.
All right. So, strength 3 feats include things like lifting a full-grown man or anvil, lifting a mule, bending an iron bar with both hands. So I will say that that is enough for you to stab a dagger into a weak point in a stone wall.
Sweet.
You're going to give me your strength athletics, and you're going to be looking for 3 successes.
Okay. Strength
I'll say
athletics.
that's equivalent to breaking a sword over your knee in terms of difficulty.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Do I get any dots for this?
You can have a 1-dot stunt.
Okay. Ooh, that's bad. That's the one. Man, 7. I'm rolling 7 die and I'm getting a 1. What is going on tonight?
Oh gosh. As you attempt to stab the dagger into the wall, it finds a little piece of loose plaster between the stones, but unfortunately is not able to gain any purchase, slips from the crack, and tumbles to the ground, as you soon do as well.
Okay. I'm going to quickly say to Uba, drop down something for me to grab onto. Go, 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 go. And I'm going to grab Uba with my right hand. I'm going to launch him up onto the top of the parapet.
Okay, give me that strength athletics to throw your beloved monkey up multiple stories to the top of a wall.
Oh, it's multiple stories? I thought it was close to the top. What, isn't I close to the top?
Oh, we were, but not anymore. You had your action
fell.
And now yep.
Oh, do I say damage then? Or what?
No. You're exalted.
Oh, sick.
I don't even know if, fall damage is probably a thing in this system because this system has rules for everything.
Right, naturally.
But
never mind. I'm not gonna chuck Uba. I thought as I was falling, I was gonna do that. But
you could try as you're going. It'll make it harder because you're, falling.
Yeah. No, I don't want to hurt him. That doesn't sound good. I have to try again. I'm not gonna have the running start that I did with Blood Oats, but is this like a portcullis gate or is it like a solid gate? Like, can I look through the gate at all?
It is a solid gate.
Okay, so I have no idea what's on the other side. I'm going to quickly listen and see if I hear anything on the other side. It's the dead of night, so I don't know if I'm going to hear anything. But
okay, you can give me a perception awareness.
Okay, I take a deep breath. Okay, that didn't work. Let's see. Must be a reason there's no guards around. I mean, they let us in last time. All right. I press my ears up against the smooth, cool stone, and I kind of try and listen with all my might and focus.
Okay. You can have a 1-dot stunt.
Okay, 7 then. Ooh, it exploded. Oh, this I get a 6, of course, naturally. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Super hearing, activate.
With a 6, you hear from the other side, you hear the breathing of Blood Oats. You also hear, because you rolled so very well, what sounds like some booted footsteps approaching.
Oh, I perhaps have someone who could let me in. I'm going to sort of dust myself off, pick up my fallen dagger, stick it back in its sheath, kind of look presentable, and then sort of stand in front of the gate and call up, "What ho! Anyone up there?"
There are a few minutes before somebody peeks over the top looking down. Hey, what you doing here late at night?
I'm returning. I'm one of the 3 travelers who was here consulting with the Circle. I'm trying to get back into the city. Could you open the gate for me?
Who are you?
Adramalihk? Is anyone ringing any bells? I was with the big guy, the mountain. You know him? Real big.
Are you a lady?
Am I a lady? I bite my tongue really quick. No, I'm not a lady. No, I just sound like this.
It's just there were 2 of them that headed out, and they told us to tell them if any ladies tried to follow them. You sure?
Oh, I guess they may have referred to me. I'm sure it was as a joke. I don't think they're being serious. They like to poke fun at me. That's like their thing. You don't know. I'm sure you
Where's
have
the other
guards. What's the other one? What, Durham?
No, they said 2 ladies.
2 ladies? Can I make a memory check to see if I have any idea what the
intelligence
fuck
lore
this guy's talking about? I don't have good intelligence. 2 ladies. 2 ladies follow. Oh, I know. They're referring to the Immaculate Order people. But I'll make the roll anyways. Hey, okay, I got 2 successes, so I probably recognize that. Oh, no, that's fine. They were referring to somebody else, not me. Not me. I'm supposed to stay here now. I was following them, but I'm back because they want me to stay.
All right, I'll let you in.
Thank you kindly.
And you hear the gate begin to rise in the wall, and as it does, you can see on the other side Blood Oats is there waiting, as well as a small contingent of guards who are all armed with weaponry of some kind, looking warily in your direction.
Hello. Good day.
Is this your horse? One of them says.
I found it out in the wilds.
How'd it get in?
I don't know. That's what I want to find out. That's why I brought it back.
Huh?
Have you ever seen a horse like this before?
Yeah, I've seen black horses before.
Well, not a horse like this. This one got inside.
That's fair. Yeah.
I'm going to figure out what's going on with the horse. Don't you worry. I'm quite an expert when it comes to animals. In fact, I think there's a stable in the city. I'm going to take it there right away.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
And I begin walking.
I swear, it was looking at me like it wanted to eat me. Says to one of the other guards.
I say, "Come now, Blood Oats," and I grab the muzzle and I sort of like begin walking him through the city in the direction of the stables that I was previously directed to, so they know I'm following through with my intentions.
Right, you lead Blood Oats. Blood Oats' eyes linger on that one guard for far longer than it should as you lead him through the city.
I'll get you some blood and some oats later. Don't you worry.
No deal is struck.
Crap. Okay. Oh my god. Well, gotta get this horse some blood at some point. All right. So yeah, we're gonna make our way to the stables. Hopefully, they've been somewhat evacuated at this point, and the ark has been established on the boat. But if
stables are completely empty when you arrive.
Cool. Are the feed bags? Is there any like food there, or did my guys take all that with them?
Yes, there is food there. There not much, but there is some.
Okay. I grab a couple bags, enough that I feel like Blood Oats could carry without being uncomfortable, and I begin like sort of tying up on the saddle, and I ride him back towards the ship.
Okay. You ride him back toward the ship. As you do, Blood Oats is fighting against your direction slightly.
Oh, do you know something, boy?
Direction.
Oh, you feel? Is this the agent of destruction? Well, I'm never one to shy away from someone who knows better. Go right ahead. Take me wherever it is you feel is the right way.
Okay. Give me your dexterity ride.
Oh, okay. We're going faster than I thought. All right. And that's I have 6 of those, and I'm going to sort of hunker down. I'm going to lean forward, pressed up against kind of his neck area, so that I'm more streamlined and I'm not like whipped off by the rushing wind as he begins charging through the city streets of the dark Chara.
Okay, you can have a 1-dot stunt.
Nice. Okay, that gets me to 7. And with 7, I roll a 3. Hey.
Okay. With any normal horse, this would have easily succeeded. This is, of course, some kind of weird, freaky horse. So you have a little harder time maintaining your balance. So Blood Oats is forced to slow down slightly in the approach in order to not lose his precious rider.
Oh, that's very kind of him. Thank you, Blood Oats. I recognize that. All right, where are we?
Before long, you arrive at a section of the city that you have not been to before, because mostly you've been maintaining your actions within the market areas of the city. He brings you to one of the residential sections, and more specifically, to a rather large domicile. It appears to be a multi-room house. Clearly somebody fairly wealthy lives here.
Okay, a rich man's house. This is a strange location, but perhaps there's a reason for it. I'm going to dismount, and I'm going to see if I can maybe get a good look inside, a vantage point where I can see how many people are occupying the dwelling.
Okay. You can give me a what kind of vantage point are you looking for?
Are there any nearby buildings that maybe like?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to scale one of the buildings. That looks like empty. Like if like there's lights on in the building, I'm not going to go climbing it because I don't want anyone to see me climbing. But any of the darkened buildings, I'm going to scale up to the top to the roof, see if I can look in, and see who's inside the domicile.
Okay. All right. Give me your perception awareness.
Oh boy. Okay, so this is just 6. I'm going to look about furtively, glancing around, peeking in every open window, seeing if I see the ghostly face of someone maybe reflected on the other side. And then I'm going to, assuming I don't see anything, scurry on up.
Okay, you scurry on up. Give me, you can have give you a dot stun.
Okay, perception with 1 dot is 7, and I rolled a 5. Hey, that's good. All right, hey.
Okay, you rolled a 5. With a 5, as you're examining this house, it looks like it has almost sat empty for a while. That doesn't, it's hard to tell. You don't see many comings and goings here, or at least traces of it in the dirt. And as you're looking at the house itself, you don't see any signs of movement from within either.
Huh, strange. Curious. Uba, what do you think? Nobody's in there. Very strange to be led to an empty house. Much more likely that this is a place that someone knows they can go without anyone prying, looking around. What say you? Let's check it out, yes?
Yeah, break, enter.
Right idea. Here we go. And I will jump across if I can. How far across is it to get from this building to that building?
It's a fair leap. It would be difficult, but for one of your kind, possibly doable.
I think I'm gonna try and make an attempt, because if I can enter from the top floor, because most people expect entrance from the bottom floor. If I can enter from the top, that would be the best way to catch anyone unawares.
That's true. All right.
So I'm going to sort of back up, get like a running leap, and as I run, I'm gonna kind of run with all fours and push off with my hands and my hand feet. Get a big push, jump all the way across.
Okay, give me your strength athletics with a dot stunt.
Oh God, please. Ooh, okay, that's 3 successes.
Okay, with 3 successes, you leap into the air. You sail toward this building. Unfortunately, the roof proves a little too high, but you do land on the side on a windowsill on the 2nd floor from the top. So let's say that there are four stories to this rather large building. So you're on the 3rd right now.
Okay, I will kind of like hanging from the wall, gently reach over and using my dagger, try and slide it under the window frame and lift the window up. It's like one of those lifting windows. I don't want to break any glass. I just want to sort of open up.
Dexterity larceny, please.
Oh, I'm actually good at larceny.
Yes, you are. You don't get to use it much, but you are good at it.
I don't get to use it. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. All right. Do I get any stunts for that?
You can have a 1 dot stunt.
Thank you. Fine, sir. Dexterity larceny. So that's 8, 9. Wow, I get to roll 9 dice. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 9 dice. It's still not combat, Beyblade.
Okay.
We know where your true piles
where
of
my
dice
true
fly.
powers lie. All right, that's 5 successes, though. I'll take
Oh, yeah. With 5 successes, you definitely open this window.
Sweet.
I feel like it should have creaked, but you were just so good that you silenced it before it even began.
Nice. And I slip through into the building.
You slip through into the building. Okay. You find yourself in what appears to be a bedroom. The bed itself is unmade. There are no sheets on it. The nearby cabinet sits half open. Wardrobe. Nearby wardrobe sits half open and empty. You see what looks like a single pair of discarded slippers on the floor. The changing stand table all sit unused and with a fine layer of dust upon them.
The slippers, are they dusty also?
They are.
No one has been here for a very long time, Uba. Let's see, why would someone be here? I'm going to begin to leave the room, being respectful to sort of the discarded clothings and everything, and careful as I'm stepping to sort of step in areas where there's maybe less dust so as to not leave any footprints in the dust.
Okay. So I'll take it this dexterity stealth here just to be an overall how stealthy you are at covering your tracks while you were within this building.
Okay, actually, let me check and see if I have anything I can use for this, because that'd be cool.
I'm sure you do.
Okay. Nothing unless I fail, it looks like. So I might use that if I fuck up, but I'm just going to do my dexterity stealth straight, which is 5 and 5. Would this count as urban? Probably not, right?
No, I would say that urban probably more applies to when you're actually out in the city,
out in the city. That's not in a house. Yeah. Okay, so that's just 10. So yeah, just to describe my general stealthiness, I'm being very light on my feet. My stance is very low to the ground, and I'm kind of walking with extreme care. Every single step I take is very measured, and in doing so, as I redistribute weight, if I feel like even the slightest shift in like the timbers of wood underneath me, if it's gonna creak, I like take a step back and like move my foot like a couple centimeters to the right. And so in doing that, do I get any stunting?
Yeah, you can have a 2-dot stunt.
Nice. Okay, stealth. And that is with the +1 automatic success, 9 stealth.
All right, noted. It will be exceedingly difficult to track you. All right, you make your way deeper into the house. As you make your way into the hall, you do not, well, give me a perception awareness.
Got it. 4. Huh.
4 successes. All right. You hear nothing. You barely hear even the howl of wind from outside. The entire building seems almost completely silent. You don't hear any of the creaks of wood settling. As I said, you don't hear the howl of wind through cracks in the wall. You don't hear the scurrying of various rodents within what should be long abandoned rooms. You hear nothing.
I'm going to try and like let out like a small like noise, like maybe like breathe like heavily or something, and see if I can hear my own noise.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
You let out the sound of a heavy breath, and you hear it, but it sounds almost hollow. Like you hear it as it's emerging from your mouth, but it never reverberates off of a wall and returns back to you.
Wow. Okay. I'm just like processing this. Very cool. Okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense? Is that descriptor?
Yeah. That's very cool. So
Okay.
Adramalihk will kind of take this information and he will proceed with renewed caution. No longer as afraid that someone's going to hear him, but now wondering what sort of magic could be causing this, because there's no normal wood in his experience that's just very good at muffling, so much so that it would prevent sound waves from bouncing. I mean, maybe there is, but not to his knowledge. So he's going to assume some sorcery is afoot, and he's going to continue through the halls, maybe peering into each room as he passes, seeing if there's any signs of life or presence besides the scurrying of the rats, of course.
Sorry, I was saying that you would expect to hear the scurrying of rats, but you did not.
There's none. But wait, are there rats? But I just don't hear them scurrying.
Perception awareness.
Okay, I'm gonna look for rats.
I mean, this isn't just looking for rats. This is more the peering into.
Oof, that's a 1. That's bad.
Oh boy, you can have a 1-dot stunt, so maybe that'll get you more, because you did describe yourself peering into the rooms.
You're generous, George.
Sometimes. 1-dot stunt gives you 2 dice.
Oh, okay. Well, that was not anything. So let me roll 1 more. Come on, give me a 10 or something. Nah.
Wow. So on 8 dice, 1 success.
Yeah, that seems pretty average for me.
Right. And you pass by rooms full of clues, seeing nothing.
Nice. All right, I'll make my way down to the next floor. I'm going to search the lower levels before I go to the top floor.
Okay. You make your way down to the next level. The next level down seems to be mostly workspaces. So this is where the servants would have clearly been working. You see the kitchens here. You see a washroom. It's clearly positioned such that it would be a floor above where they would be entertaining at the main level, and a floor below where they would be residing, the bedrooms. That's
the bedrooms,
yeah. Why couldn't I think of the word bedrooms? Okay. So yes, you find kitchens, washrooms. You find what looks like actually a makeshift, almost like a makeshift slaughterhouse.
Oh, okay.
For like butchering animals,
pig hooks and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Is there any meat, or is it like rotten carcasses, or like is there anything in there, or it's just like?
Yes, there is some meat in there. Give me a perception awareness.
I'm gonna peer into this room with great disdain. All right. And with that disdain, I get 3 successes.
Okay. You can have a dot stunt, so you can also get 2 extra dice.
I look so angry. Oh, it was a 10 for a second, and then it flipped to not a 10. Still just 3. Wait, what does that say? Botched.
Didn't actually. Don't worry.
Oh, because it thinks the 1. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So, you peer into this room, and yes, you do see some meat that is hanging there, and you would expect to see like drippings underneath from it, draining and leaking out, but there is none. The meat itself is completely devoid of blood. However, there is none around. You don't even see a telltale brown stain where it might have seeped into this dark wood.
I'm gonna like smell the air. Does it smell still like meat?
You do catch the scent of meat still within this room, but none of that irony scent of blood.
Interesting. Okay. I'm going to continue looking through the servants' quarters, I guess, trying to find more clues.
Okay. You continue looking through, and the biggest clue that you find is the lack of anybody. There's no servants. There's no servants' corpses. There's no sign of anybody. There's no clothing. There, as you look in rooms, there is nothing stored anywhere. It's almost as if everybody who lived in this house just grabbed everything that they owned and walked out one day, never to return.
Uber, I find it very inconvincing that someone in a position of wealth and privilege would just up and leave it, unless they were forced to, as is evident in my case. But this place, something must have happened here.
Unsettling.
Agreed. All right, 2 more floors. Let's do the bottom one first. That's where there's most likely to be somebody if they were holing away in here.
Okay. You make your way to the main floor. Here you find mostly the main rooms. You find a large dining hall. You see a ballroom type room, as well as just a library and a sitting area. There are, again, no signs of people, no signs of their specific personal possessions, but the library itself has not been stripped of its scrolls. The kitchen, the dining area, you still see the silverware, the place settings, all of the valuables there, right where they should be.
They wouldn't just leave their fortune like this. Something happened here. I wonder if the library holds any secrets. Okay, channel my inner Dirham. Here we go. Books. I like books. I'm really uptight and annoying, but I like books. Okay, read. I can do this. I will traverse my way into the library and attempt to scour for perhaps any legible thing that details anything recently, maybe like a ledger that says something about like or a diary of something, or like any of the comings, any servant's journal or log or something for like people who come to visit. I don't know. I'm just looking for anything that would be able to give me information as to the most recent visitors or people in this place.
Okay. Perception awareness, please, with a 2-dot stunt.
Sick. Spoiling me, George.
Mhm.
It's awesome having a one-on-one session. I just get to stunt everything.
Yeah. Some people might find it intimidating.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I am very intimidated. Oh, wow, it's pretty good. 4. Oh my God, I rolled like 3 6s. If all of those were just 1 higher.
That's 4 plus 1 because of your automatic success, bringing you to a 5. As you go through, the books are of the books appear to actually be of very random purpose. There's no like specific single subject that is being highlighted within this collection. It is truly just an eclectic collection of what this person probably found to be interesting books. Of interest to you as you're examining is a decoration that appears out of place. Scattered across this room, you see many different it almost looks like a large horn of some kind of animal decorating the wall. And they are set at very specific patterns across. It's all evenly spaced, but there is one that appears out of alignment, appearing where it shouldn't within that pattern.
Does this at all harken back to the shop that we found the demon creature that Dirham enslaved?
No, that was
no, but I mean, like, sorry, the arrangement, like you're saying, like the horns.
Oh no,
there was like the pattern of markers that were like that bound the demon to that location.
You can give me an intelligence occult roll.
Okay, yeah, I have 0 occults and my intelligence is 1, and I'm not even going to attempt to stunt this because the only stunt would be me like being like, Dirham and the demon. I think I was busy looking at clothes. Right? Yeah, I was totally in something else.
All right.
Oh, hey, okay.
God, I thought that was going to be a 1
success. That'd be great.
With one success, it doesn't seem the same. This is more like there's a horn, and then there's a gap, and then there's a horn, and then there's a gap, and then there's a horn.
Okay, so 2 horns are missing, or to my surmise, or something.
Or there's an extra one.
Or there's an extra, yeah. Okay. There's no like empty like horn holders to like rearrange the horns like in some kind of puzzle.
Nope.
Okay. I will keep my eyes peeled for missing horns then, and tuck that in the back of my mind. Maybe I'll go up. Actually, I'll go up and I'll like touch them, see if they're like secret trapdoors or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
Okay. Are you? Which one are you? Where are you starting with the touching?
Where am I starting the touching? Oh fuck. Okay, so you said it's horn, empty, horn, empty, horn.
Yep.
I'll start with the first empty spot on the far left.
Okay. So you go to the first empty spot on the far left. Are you touching in the gap, or are you touching the horn to either side?
I'm touching the gap. Like, is there like...
Right,
yeah,
you're looking for like a hidden...
Yeah.
Something in the wall. Okay.
Yeah, or like maybe like something where the horn would be supposed to have been that got removed.
As you are feeling up the wall, you don't feel anything give. You don't feel any joints or seams. And you don't see any holes where something might have been previously drilled into the wall.
Curious. Okay. All right, I'll go over to the next empty space and I'll try the same thing. I assume I have the same result.
It is the same result.
Okay, so now I go to where it was horn, and that third horn that's right in the middle, or sorry, the second horn, because it's horn. So the second horn, the one that's in the middle where it would be empty, I'm going to try and interact with that one.
Okay. You touch it, and as you do, you feel a little bit of a wobble to it, like it's not secure in the wall.
I'm going to try pulling on it, perhaps, or pulling and pushing, see what happens.
You pull it, and as you do, it does tilt towards you almost like a lever. At which point, behind the desk, you hear a clunk.
Ooh, but did you just fucking see that? That was fucking awesome. That was so fucking cool. Oh my god. Okay. Shh.
You're so smart.
No, I mean, you gave me the idea to come down here. This was all your idea. Okay, over there. Okay, so I go over to where I heard the ka-chunk by the desk.
And as you make your way over there, you can see that part of the floor has opened up, and you see a stairwell descending into darkness.
What do you say, buddy? Secret stair.
Good stuff down there.
Yes, I agree. We have to go. All right, let's do it. And I begin trudging down into the darkness.
Okay. Do you have any vision of darkness? Because you don't even have the nice little glowy effect that they have, because yours is just more dark.
More dark. Oh god, I don't see anything sticking out.
Okay.
Unless that's a perk of like the night cast.
Sorry, yours is day cast. Night is the solar equivalent. Yours is day cast because, you're the edgy opposite type.
That makes sense. Are there any like candles or anything in the room before I head down?
Yes, there are absolutely candles.
I'm gonna grab a candle. I'm gonna use like a flint and steel that I have in my pocket. Strike a match, light it up, and I'm gonna use that single candle. Kind of walk down.
Okay.
Might be giving away my presence, but I can always drop the candle if I have to.
You make your way down into the dark. Descending down the staircase, you find yourself in a musty-smelling room. Clearly, it's not something that is accessed very often, but you do see in this moderately sized room a number of boxes to one side. You see a wardrobe which is actually shut at this point, and you see a dead and withered body lying on the
Oh, I go to investigate the body, which you mentioned last. You were like, oh, there's like boxes, and there's like crates, and a dead body, So,
yes.
I expected that's the last thing to be the least interesting. I go to the body. Holy crap.
Okay. You go to the body. The body, it appears to be a male who has been deceased for some time. Enough time that he has started to wither away slightly. So, the mummification, whatever process has begun. Rather than the flesh rotting, however, it appears to have been drained of fluids and is doing that mummification contraction.
Yeah, I look for any marks on him that would perhaps be holes where which blood would be withdrawn or expunged.
You can give me an intelligence medicine.
My intelligence is 1 and my medicine is 0. Oh no, it's 1. Haha.
Ah.
So, I knew I put a point there for a reason.
Yep.
Okay, so I kind of quickly look over him, utilizing the knowledge and care I would have when I took care of horses back when I was with my family. Sometimes they would, get bit by like a snake or something in the grass while they were out roaming in the fields, and I would have to, locate the wound. And so I kind of briefly like look over him, sort of gently moving his garments, which I assume are ratty and like tattered, but just
They
sort
are
of.
not.
Oh, they're not. They're pristine. Oh shit. Okay.
Not pristine, but they're not ratty and tattered.
But not like super decayed. Okay.
Not at all.
But then I won't like tear them, is what I'm saying. I'm just delicately moving them as I inspect around to try and find what's going on. There must be a puncture of some kind whereby this blood was extracted.
Okay, you can have a 2-dot stunt.
Okay, that gets me up to 4d10
with one
and I
automatic
get one
success.
automatic success,
Very important.
which does that make me not botch?
Yes, it does make you not botch.
Okay.
Because the successes need to outweigh the number of failures.
Okay, so it's just one success then.
Okay. With the withered and decayed nature of the body, it's hard to find something that would be puncture wounds, because those are generally really
small, very small. Yeah,
those are generally small. So once the skin begins to contract, it's hard to find that kind of
it's all these wrinkles. Yeah, like there's no way I'm gonna. It's like a needle in a haystack. Okay, I don't quite know where the blood was taken from, but Uber.
Because this was medicine, you obviously have some knowledge of medicine. So one thing that you do gather is that you looked around like the neck area in most detail, and there was nothing of the sort there, at least.
Okay. Rules out vampires if they exist in Exalted, which I'm sure they do. Or at least maybe rules them out. Maybe vampires feed a different way in Exalted world.
Technically.
Wait, say it again. You cut out. Sorry.
I said, technically, you're kind of a vampire.
George, I am not a vampire, okay? I'm a good guy.
Yeah. Right now.
Yeah, I don't drink blood.
Your type does have the potential to drink essence from people.
Yeah, but essence and blood, like that's different stuff, all right? It's tomato. So, I'm going
to... You didn't know that, did you?
No, I did not. Now I did. Mask of Winter is just like, I could give you necromancy and stuff. And I was like, hey, cool. All right, nice. But he didn't say anything about blood drink.
No, he did not.
Anyways, I will look, because you said his clothes were in good condition. I will search his pockets, see if there's anything on his person that would indicate as to his rank or position in the house, if he's like a servant who came down here to escape from something maybe, or if he just got locked in here. There must be some reason he's down here in this secret place. I don't think a servant would even know that. It must be someone who's more important. And also if I can gauge from the look of his clothes how important he is potentially, or if there's any familial connection to any of the banners or whatever memorabilia establishes who owns the house.
Okay. You can give me a perception awareness with a 1-dot stunt, or 2-dot. I'll give you 2-dotter.
Too kind. Okay, that 2-dotter gets me a 3 with 18.
Oh boy. Wow, these dice do not like you tonight. Okay.
No. It's okay. As
you're examining it, there is something that's odd about it. The clothing that he is wearing appears very ordinary. It's not finery. It's not some kind of silk robe that the upper echelons would be wearing. It almost seems like workman's clothing.
Curiouser and curiouser. A person hiding and dying down here in this secret stair. It's not someone of this noble family, but someone built this place, perhaps? Maybe they wanted the secrets of this secret tunnel to die with him. Maybe he's the carpenter who built it. I don't know.
Can give me a memory check.
Oh, memory.
To go along with your awareness.
So I will look back to my past experiences with construction and as how Sinis did use slaves and stuff like that. I'll try and remember if my family perhaps ever eliminated certain slaves who perhaps were privy to too much information about the construction of certain things that they would rather be kept a secret. Like my father's sex dungeon. No, that was a joke.
Okay. You can have a dot stunt.
And that is 0 successes, but not a botch. I don't know anything.
You rack your brain, but unfortunately, while you're certain there was something, it just eludes your grasp.
I have to keep looking, Uber. There's something else going on here. We don't have all the pieces yet. There's one more floor. I might as well check these boxes first. I'll go and I'll check the boxes.
Yes, there were boxes and a wardrobe. Okay, you go take a look at the boxes. As you approach the box, you get a little glint of something metallic from within the creases of the box, or the joints.
Ooh, I examined that with the candle a little closer. Is it like silver or something?
It's green.
Green, like hinges, kind of, or like
No,
along
like
the
there's
frame?
something green within the box.
Oh, and it's peeking through the cracks.
Hmm?
Gotcha. And this is like a dark green, or like a lime green, like
A darker green.
okay, maybe fruit of some kind. I haven't seen a watermelon in a long time. Might as well see what we have here. I'll stick a dagger in the crate and I'll pry it open, ready for a face hugger to instantly kill me.
Okay, you open it up, and within you see jade talent.
Oh, that's worth a lot.
It's worth a lot.
I go and I pry open all the other crates. Are they all filled with jade talents?
Not full talents, all of them, but they are all filled with jade of various denominations.
Looks like the entire fortune of this family, Uber. My goodness. Well, with this, we can certainly fund the expansion of our organization. We can pay for more food. This will help feeding the animals. This is incredible. I mean, of course, why their entire wealth is here is another pressing matter of great concern. But, I mean, this is really good. I have to, once we finish examining this place, we'll have to have our people come and pick this up. Okay, I'm going to carefully just put the lids on top. Just
Give me a perception awareness.
oh, I'm making a lot of noise as I'm opening these boxes. Am I about to get jumped? Perception awareness. I'm just going to roll it. I'm not stunting this. I'm talking to Uba. I'm lost in thought about what I can potentially do with this. 3.
Okay. Out of the corner of your eye, something materializes near the body. It is only there for a brief moment, but out of the corner of your eye, you think that it looks similar to that demon that Dirham had definitely not enslaved.
Fuck. See that, Uba? That looked like one of those weird bug creature thingies, like the one that Dirham had.
Creepy!
Yeah, very creepy, but why would it be here? I mean, the library is above us, and it did search for books. It did have a certain lust for that knowledge. How did it appear, though? I'm going to, like, sort of retrace over towards where the body is and look around to see if there's anything of significance that would cause it to appear. Maybe the wardrobe? I don't know. I'm just going to open that up, see what's in there.
Wardrobe is locked.
I picked the lock.
All right. Give me your dexterity larceny or relevant charm.
Yeah, relevant charm. Relevant charm.
Instantaneous lock-picking technique.
I think that's what it's actually called.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Lock opening touch on page 317. Automatically succeeds at picking a lock for 1 mote.
All right. You automatically succeed at picking that lock. And as it opens, you can see within this wardrobe a number of black robes. And hanging on the far side of it, a mask. White mask with a single red slash down.
This person was a member of the Circle. I mean, it all makes sense. The vast amount of wealth, the incredible mansion. The only thing that doesn't make sense is that their mask is still here, but all the members of the Circle were present. This means someone's masquerading as one of the Circle. I mean, even they don't know their own identity, which means if they ever were compromised, they would have no knowledge of it. This could bode very badly for Natrara. But who? Or it means that the person who is in the Circle lives here in this dilapidated building, which is very creepy and probably means that they're bad. Okay, all right, Huba, let's hold on to this. I'm going to reach out and I'm going to grab the mask.
Okay.
Stash it in my bag.
All right. You take the mask. As you touch it, you feel you feel a little tingle, like some kind of thrumming power within it.
Can I attune any of my personal motes to this to try and get?
You certainly could.
I will do that because I'm currently attuned to my magic daggers, right? Or my magic whatever they are.
Yes, you are. As you begin to try to attune it, you feel that it is trying to pull upon your essence for a total of 5 points.
Okay, cool. So to attune to it, that would reduce my personal essence by 5?
Yes, it would. It would reduce the available. It basically, you won't be able to regenerate those 5. until you unattune it.
Okay,
And you can
so
do
then-
personal or peripheral.
Oh,
But if you do peripheral, this is 5, so it would cause you.
light me up.
It would light
Yeah,
you
yeah,
up, unless you spend an extra 2 motes to mute it. Or cast ability.
Yeah, why don't I just do that? I'll spend 7 peripheral motes.
Okay.
So that would be, I go from 35 down to 28. And it would reduce, but it still reduces my personal pool by the 5.
It reduces your peripheral if you're attuning from peripheral.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I do that then. Yeah.
Okay. As you attune it, you get a sense of directions, of pulls to other locations. You are feeling 7 different pulls.
The other mask wearers, there were 8 in the circle, right?
There were 7.
Oh, there were 7. Oh, so this is an 8th mask. Oh, shoot. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there were 7. Okay. I'm going to keep that in my bag. I'm not going to wear it yet, but I will take the cloak out, and I'll sort of, it matches the garb of the council members.
Yes. This does not have any thrumming of magical energy.
I'll wrap it up though, and I'll stuff it in my bag as well, so I have the matching outfit.
Okay.
And I will proceed back out of the secret stair. As soon as I get back up to the top, I'm going to push the lever of the candlestick back in to lock it up. And then I'm going to walk up to the top floor.
Okay. You make your way up to the top floor. And as you make your way to that floor, you have give me a perception awareness.
Whoa, 5. Wow. So when I try stunting, I roll really, really bad. But when I just straight roll with the lower die, they're like, okay, yeah, you can get some good numbers. I see you, Dice. I see you.
Okay. You have a very different feeling when you make your way to the top floor. It is almost alive with energy. Where the rest of this building has felt dead and silent, there is a pulsing, something that you feel from within this floor.
I think this may be where our agent of destruction is. Whatever this building is capable of seems to have suppressed their power, perhaps, but not entirely. Seems that our missing house may be a result of this being's power. We must tread carefully. Yeah, grape up.
Grape up.
I feed him a grape. I want you to be on your full strength. You ready?
Ready.
Okay, good. Let's go. And I will draw soul steel. I'll draw my dagger, and I will sort of approach the source of this power as I get closer, and I feel it prickling on my scalp. I'm just going to keep going until I hit whatever happens.
All right. You push forward. You feel this energy. It is something unpleasant, but slightly familiar to you.
Unpleasant but familiar. That doesn't bode well.
As you are moving in the direction where you think the largest concentration is, you actually hear for the first time some shuffling footsteps from either side, from the doorways on either side.
Oh, so flanking, like left and right of the doorway, or
like, so you're heading down the hall because this is a haunted room, a house. Obviously, there's halls everywhere, and at the doors on either side, you can hear these shuffling footsteps.
If I peek in the door, do I see anything in there?
Certainly, give me your perception awareness.
And then I shall do that. I'm just going to give it to you straight again as I peer my head in at hearing the shuffling. And that's a fat 1. I should have tried stunting. Damn.
As you go to peek through, something covers the hole that you were trying to look through. And unfortunately, you're not able to get a good look at the room.
Shit. Okay. Damn. I'm going to keep going. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure it will make itself known very soon.
Okay. You head further down the hall until eventually you come to what appears to be the Locus of Energy. You make your way within and you see a man sitting there at a table. The energy seems to be pulsating from him. He wears what appears to be fine robes, which may once have been blue, but have been slowly dyed a darker shade. He has longer hair, and as he turns towards you, it moves slightly, though almost as if it is slicked down with grease. You can see on him, as he turns towards you, markings where he has been slashed in multiple places. Old wounds that no longer bleed. And you can see around his neck the telltale signs of strangulation as he locks his eyes with you.
Well, hello there. Who might you be? The master of this house?
Oh, I am the master of something.
And what might that something be?
Myself, for once.
It is good to be free, is it not? Bondage is a terrible thing. I myself was once bound to a curse, perhaps, in a manner of speaking. But now I live as I see fit. I am Adramalihk, and what might I call you?
The flowing stream of death.
I'll call you Flo for short, if that's all right. I don't want to say the flowing stream of death every time I talk. It'll get terribly inconvenient. So anyways, Flo, what might you be doing here in this humble abode? I noticed that you do appear to be quite alone. Where are the other inhabitants?
He cracks a slight smile. They're here still.
Is that the shuffling and scuttling I heard as I was walking towards you? What about that poor bloke downstairs? Do you know anything about what happened to him?
Can give me a manipulation presence.
Ah, okay. All right. Manipulation plus my presence. That's 4. So as I'm talking with him, my demeanor is very nonchalant, very conversational. He does appear to be somebody who has not had the presence of human company for some time. So I'm hoping my charm and just general pleasantness will keep him engaged in conversation and not looking towards any hostile action. All right, what do I get?
You can have a we can have a 1 dot. I'll give you a 2 dotter.
Oh, sick. Nice. Oh my god, wow.
Whoa.
That's an 8.
A useful tool he is.
A tool? He is your tool. Well, he's not alive. I don't know how you intend on using him.
Death is hardly a barrier.
Well, this is certainly true. I'm no stranger to such things as necromancy myself. But I simply mean, you puppet him and have him carouse with this mask to join the circle? Well, to what end? To what purpose?
Why, to control the city.
And you control all of Nashara.
Not yet.
But that is your aim.
In a manner of speaking.
What makes Nashara so special? Why this city? Why not any other city?
It is the boiling point.
And you're quite the cook. I think there's a lot of interested parties in this city. Myself, the Immaculate Order, my friends, the Silver Hand, all these forces converging here in this poor little town. One might think it was the nexus of the world, although the nexus of the world would be Nexus. Let's not get ourselves ahead of that. I'm simply passing through, but I was just interested. You have no care of the money and stuff downstairs in the basement. Would you mind if I took that? I don't want to be stealing if it's yours, but I just, from one friend to another.
Take it.
You're most generous, Flo. Thank you. Now, as to your purpose with ruling Nashara, I take it you intend to take over the circle in some manner, and that is, you're able to sense their presence by using their masks. Have you made any progress in this respect?
I have done what I needed to.
Oh, it's already done. Well, good for you. Well done, Flo. Excellent. You do know that doing something like that might draw a little attention to yourself, and there are currently members of the Immaculate Order patrolling around. In fact, I think I might be of some assistance. I heard mentioned they were looking for someone. I have an inclination that someone may be you. Are you aware of this?
They will have other concerns soon.
And what might that be?
War.
Ah, you refer to this barbarous horde, of course. Well, I hate to be the bummer here, but my friends were intending on negotiating a truce with those barbarians. And you see, they are searching for something of value in the city, and if we're able to give it to them, then they're not going to have any need to conquer Nashara.
Except for revenge.
They're here for revenge? What sort of revenge would these barbarians be looking for?
They are now.
Well, what do you mean by that?
To avenge the new death of one of their leaders.
And you've orchestrated this from here, from this room? You've killed somebody thousands of miles away? That is a trick I have not mastered myself, and I consider myself quite a good assassin.
Why, of course I did not.
But
It
one
was
of your...
those Immaculates.
Who did they kill?
One of the leaders of the tribe.
While they were here in the city, or when they were out?
Have you tracked them all?
No, I can't say I know the exact whereabouts of every member of the Immaculate Order. That would make my life a lot easier if that were the case, believe you me. But I'm saying the ones who are currently in the city, they left to go and kill somebody?
They must have. Who else would assassinate these rivals?
But we sat down and talked with them to negotiate a truce for us to solve. Why would they go and stab us behind the backs? Of course, because they're the Immaculate Order. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, okay. All righty then. Well, is there any evidence that we have? Because if we can bring this to the Circle, then they would have to side with us. I mean, if the Immaculate Order is intentionally sabotaging our attempts for a truce, I'm sure they would be more privy to our arrangement and agreeing with us.
I don't know that there are enough left to convene.
Oh, the Circle. Oh, God. Have you offed them all already?
Why, me? I'm aghast at the suggestion.
Oh, I don't mean to offend, but, just given your general demeanor and appearance and going as the flowing fountain of death and whatnot, it just seemed rather fitting that you would be doing that, especially since it's in line with your own plans to take over the city. I mean, is that too far off for me to suggest? I don't mean to be rude, but it does seem to be what you're implying.
Perhaps.
Well then, this is terribly inconvenient. Do you mind if I just talk with my friend for a second? I don't mean to be rude.
By all means.
Over. What do you think? What do you think? This is probably the guy, right? This is the guy?
Probably.
Yeah, and he's killing people. It's probably not that good. Probably should do something about that. All right. Flo. Sorry, Flo. Listen, I have a friend, or not really a friend, more like a patron, known as the Mask of Winter. Do you know him?
He stares at you. I know of him.
Yes, well, he told me that there was someone in the city that the Immaculate Order was searching for, someone that would cause a cataclysmic event. And based on your description, that event being killing the members of the Circle, I have no other reason to assume it's anyone else but you. And given as you're in direct opposition to our goals in preserving the city, I'm afraid I can't allow you to continue with your plans.
And you intend to stop me?
Well, I mean, maybe not stop you. I mean, you were the one who was saying death is, just the beginning. There's always more. But I do intend to kill you. So if you intend to, exist after that, then perhaps, you can continue doing whatever you like. But I'm going to stop whatever you're currently doing because it's just not going good. It's not going to fly.
People have tried to kill me.
And how did they do that? Well, where did they go wrong? Please enlighten me.
They shot me with dark owls.
Ooh.
And then strangled me. Left me on the beach to the north.
I'm so terribly sorry that you survived that. That sounds awful. I thought you tried hanging yourself because honestly, I mean, look at you. I'm not quite a looker with the ladies. But regardless, is there any way that I can offer you that would be preferable? Would you like it quick? Do you know the best way to offer yourself?
I would like to see you try.
Oh, you want me to try? Oh, okay. I mean, I'm going to try. I was just going to make this easier for you because there's the easy way and there's the hard way. And I'm very progressive. I assume, Flo, you're very progressive as well with, doing this the right way. So I just want to make sure you're comfortable with everything that's happening here.
Perception awareness, please.
Oh, God. I'm about to get killed. Perception awareness. As I've been monologuing, has he been summoning zombies behind me? Ugh, that's not very good. That's a 1. Well,
okay.
Fare thee well, life.
Okay. You do with 1. It's not very hard to hear, at least this part, which is a door being battered down from behind you.
I whirl around to see what is entering through this door.
Okay. The door that you had previously looked at, but not actually looked fully into, you see unfolding its way through this door because it is larger than it should be. You see what appears to be a man with extra arms stitched to his sides, more stitched to his torso, forming an almost man-like spider creature that is pouring its way through this door and skittering towards you.
Horrifying. Thanks, George. Thanks.
4 of the arms end with hands that have blades for fingers. 4 of his 12 arms.
Naturally. I mean, if you're going to make a human spider, you got to give it some way of dealing damage because, if it's just going to punch me or poke me with its fingers, it's not going to do much. Okay, cool. Yeah. I assume I'm entering combat, so...
Well, that's up to you. Thank you so much for taking the time to enjoy our show. Come back next week for the next part of our adventure, or join our Patreon for early access to the next episode, as well as our Patreon-exclusive campaign of Rippers. If you like our content, consider supporting the channel alongside our first patron, Bubble Dirt. But of course, don't forget to check out our tutorials and video plays on YouTube at The RPG Blender. If you want to stay up to date on our releases, you can join our Discord. Check the description for a link. Don't have Discord? No worries, find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at RPG Blender, or subscribe on your podcast app of choice. Music is The Punk Rock Show by My Free Mickey, copyright 2012, licensed under Creative Commons Attribution License. Thank you again, and remember, there's gaming outside the Forgotten Realms.